Okay, let's be real for a second. We've all been there, right? You spend an hour with an AI assistant, getting it up to speed, and then you close the tab. And just like that, it's all gone. Every single conversation starts from square one. I mean, it's a legitimate question, isn't it? Why does your AI have amnesia? You pour all this context into it, explain your whole project, and then poof! It's like talking to someone with permanent short-term memory loss. It's exhausting.
And that's really the core problem with almost every AI out there today. They're stateless, no memory, no persistence, just the same conversation over and over. But what if there was an AI that actually remembered everything? What if it could just work for you 24/7 in the background?
Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down today. Meet OpenClaw. And the best way to think about this isn't as just another chatbot. Oh no. Think of it as a digital intern who lives right on your computer, never needs to sleep, and plugs directly into the apps you already use every single day.
So here's the key idea. OpenClaw is an open source platform that you install yourself on your own hardware, your PC, a server in your closet, a NAS, you name it. It runs nonstop, turning AI from a forgetful tool into a persistent, long-term partner that works completely on your terms.
And this intern, it's a doer, not just a talker. It can execute real, actual tasks. We're talking running shell commands, controlling your web browser, managing your calendar, reading and writing files. It can even send emails and transcribe your audio files. It actually gets stuff done.
Now, this thing didn't just pop up out of nowhere. It was created in late 2025 by a developer named Peter Steinberger, and it went absolutely viral almost overnight. The momentum behind this project is just incredible, with huge updates showing just how fast this whole thing is moving.
So what is it that really makes OpenClaw so different from, every other AI tool you've probably used? Let's get into it.
All right, look at this breakdown. Standard chatbots, they live in the cloud, they forget you the second you leave, and they lock you into a subscription. OpenClaw is the complete opposite. It's self-hosted on your machine, it has a continuous memory, it works across all your apps, and it is totally free and open source.
It all comes down to these 4 pillars. First, it's open source and self-hosted. You run it, you control it. Second, and this is a big one, privacy. Your data, your API keys, they never ever leave your hardware. Third is that continuous memory. It remembers everything, which means it can even run tasks for you in the background without you asking. And fourth, it's multi-channel. It meets you where you are in Slack, Telegram, WhatsApp, instead of making you go to yet another website.
Okay, so you're probably wondering, how on earth does it actually pull all this off? To get that, we've got to pop the hood. And the best way to think about OpenClaw isn't as an app, it's more like a full-blown operating system for AI agents.
This quote right here just nails it. The large language model you plug in, whether it's Claude or GPT or a local one, that's the brain. It does the thinking. But OpenClaw provides the rest of the body, the hands to do the work, the eyes to read files, and that all-important long-term memory.
So let's trace a single command. It all starts when a message comes in from, say, WhatsApp. That message hits a central Node.js gateway running on your machine. First thing it does, security checks, to make sure you are who you say you are. Once you're verified, the agent runtime kicks in. It gathers everything, the system prompts, the chat history, its long-term memories, to build a complete picture. Only then, with all that context, does it ping your LLM. And finally, whatever the LLM says to do, OpenClaw's plugin system makes it happen, whether that's running a command or calling an API.
Now, this isn't just some cool project for tech enthusiasts to tinker with. No way. OpenClaw is already creating massive ripple effects across the entire AI industry. We're talking developers, researchers, and even businesses.
What's happening right now is this vibrant, buzzing ecosystem is exploding around it. People are building plugins, new skills, new versions. It honestly has that same electric feel of the early days of Linux, where you can feel passionate community building the future right out in the open.
And the things people are doing with it are, well, they're wild. Get this. One user hooked OpenClaw up to an open-source robot dog and just told it, stand up. The agent, on its own, figured out how to reverse engineer the robot's firmware and then wrote its own code to make it stand. That is not just following instructions. That is genuine autonomous problem solving. It's mind-blowing.
And the scale of this community collaboration is just staggering. For perspective, the big March 2026 release had code from 93 different developers. Think about that. That's not a small team, that is a movement.
And in that one release,
There were over 150 bug and security fixes, plus game-changing new features like a native PDF analysis tool and a speech-to-text API. The pace of development here isn't a jog, it's an absolute all-out sprint.
So who's this really for? Well, developers are using it to automate everything you can imagine, from server maintenance to robotics. Researchers are using it as a live testbed for complex multi-agent systems. And yes, businesses are already putting it to work for real-world tasks like monitoring servers and even handling customer support. And, the significance of this isn't going unnoticed by the big players. I mean, when the CEO of OpenAI, Sam Altman, publicly calls the creator of OpenClaw a genius, that tells you that the rest of the industry is looking at this and thinking, okay, this is the future. And that really gets to the heart of the vision here. It's about a fundamental shift in how we see AI. We're moving away from a tool you visit in a browser tab and toward an autonomous coworker that lives on your device, operates by your rules, and works alongside you all the time.
So this leaves us with a pretty fascinating question to chew on. Is this the beginning of the end for the one-shot, forgetful chatbot? Are we really on the verge of a future where we all have persistent digital coworkers? Well, if OpenClaw is any indication, that future might be a lot closer than any of us